Hey YouTube, what's going on? I haven't sent a lot of videos out on my channel lately, but I was sitting around today and just did a few things to my Prelude, and that combined with just feeling like I wanted to shoot something out that was encouraging to people. And I've had some good feedback on this car just in the last few weeks from some older videos. So I thought I'd send something out quick and do an update and just share a little bit about the most recent stuff I've done here, and I hope this encourages you. A lot of us are probably sitting around watching videos way more than we should right now with the quarantine and staying at home orders and stuff. And but I thought I'd send something out that hopefully is encouraging to some people. So this is a 2001 Prelude, and I've got a bunch of videos on this. I've had it about 6 months, but I just did a clay bar and random orbital polish. So like many of you guys, I've had a lot of time lately and had a little money sitting around. I spent about 80 bucks and decided something I've never really been interested in, but again, just boredom, and thought I could maybe help the car a little bit more. So I got a clay bar and I got a random orbital polisher and spent 3 or 4 hours on it yesterday, and it's never looked better in my time. Again, I've had this only about 6-8 months, and I've done a lot of detailing to it. I don't know how to professionally detail a car. I know enough, and I have enough products, and with some elbow grease I've been able to make my cars usually look pretty good. But this has kind of taken it to another level. It's not by any means professional. I probably did not do it the best way it could have been done. But I'll tell you what I did real quick, and it did take out some of the swirls. If the car was in the sun, you'd see some swirl marks on the paint. It does live outside, and it has for the last few years of its life. It was a one-owner car, but it's got a lot of miles, 215. And so not perfect by any means, but the latest detailed, I mean, you can see here, it did a really nice job. Just show you kind of reflections, and very, very nice. And again, if this full sun was on it, you'd see some swirl marks, but it looks fantastic in the shade, even in the sun, and has not looked this good since I've owned it. So I'll show you what I used. And again, I've got a bunch of videos on the mods and some of the upgrades I've done to this car since I've owned it. I could spend a couple thousand more on it. It needs struts in the back. It needs a front left CV. It has a CEL because of exhaust, so it probably needs a cat. It could use a few other things, but I'm just not going to spend that much money on it. It was 2,900 bucks. I've put maybe 600 or 700 into it. It's probably worth that. It's probably worth about 3,500 now. But nothing that's, reliability issues, so I'm not worried about it. But this is what I did. I washed the car. I got a mother's clay bar kit. So what a clay bar does is it removes anything that's basically stuck to the paint. So I've never done a clay bar before, but I clay barred the whole car, which wasn't the worst thing in the world. And then I washed it. That also took all the wax off of it, so the car was very smooth but not slick, if that makes sense. The paint was smooth. It removed all the surface contaminants, impurities, and then so once that happened, I washed it a second time. So wash, clay bar, wash again, and then I used this polisher. This is Amazon, and I think this was like 60 bucks. Janor brand. Got really good reviews, and it was very good. I've never used one of these. It was very good quality. I've used a lot of tools. I've done that for a living for much of my life, so it's a very, very nice piece. The Janor, look for it on Amazon. Again, 60 bucks. And so I used this random orbital to wax it with Mother's Brazilian Carnauba. And then once that was done, I polished it with this stuff, and I've used this for many of my black cars in the past. Great stuff, Color Magic Jet Black. It's a black wax, black polish. Helps hide swirls and stuff. And so that's what I did to the car, and these are the results. And as I said, it has not ever looked this good in my owning of it. It is definitely slicker than ever. Quite nice. Very nice finish. Very, very nice. Did a good job. So yeah, so if you're looking for something to do and you've got 60, 80 bucks, and don't have these products, I'd recommend, again, as someone who's owned cars for over 30 years, and I enjoy cleaning my cars, washing my cars. It's a hobby. I've had them look good, but this definitely took it to another level. And I just wanted to shoot something out, I hope, again, that's encouraging to you. And, I'd also just say for anyone watching this, that, don't worry if I know there's a lot going on. Jobs are in stake. Some of us are sick. Some of us maybe know people that have passed away because of the current pandemic. But I would encourage you to look up, find faith. Jesus says, he says, I give you peace that the world can't give you, and I give you joy that the world can't take away. And I have found in the last 29 years of my life, since giving my heart to him, that food, cars, sex, substances, all those things are temporary enjoyments. Some of them bad, some of them good. But he really does give us something that is beyond all of that and that lasts. So while good hobbies like this are fun, and I think God gives us hobbies to enjoy, and creativity is an expression of the Creator, that we're made in his image, but ultimately the thing that lasts and brings life is knowing him. And I'd encourage you in this time, if you're struggling particularly, to just dig in to that. Ask the Lord that he might be found, and he will show himself to you. Maybe he's showing himself to you now as you watch this. But hey, have fun, take care. Hope you're encouraged today. Keep looking up. I'm praying for you as you watch this, that God would show himself to you and his peace and joy would grow in your life. So leave me comments if you want to chat about cars, faith, or whatever. God bless you.